Hare Krishna. So, let us together warm up our voice. We will do shortly, briefly, some exercises, very simple exercise. But for the start, let us sit straight and take a deep breath. This exercise is called Sapasa. It's a very simple exercise where we warm up our voice. Even if you have broken voice,
Trebuie să mă întrecrene.
this exercise will help.
Trebuie să mă întrecrene. I să warm up sam.
Huh?
Treba mantru ili barem warm up sa onda nije warm up za djela. Okay.
Okay, let us first chant this mantra. It's very good. Everybody knows this mantra? It's a very, very auspicious mantra. Om Sahanau Avatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Sahanau Avatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Try to take a deep breath. Om Sahanau Avatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. There you go. Yeah. How do you feel? You feel some change in the atmosphere after singing? Huh? Probably you feel a little bit definitely. So this mantra is very auspicious. It tells us when we sing it, it brings also the ambience of its meaning. So it says here, all together maybe two. It can be teacher, student, it can be husband, wife, it can be child and parent, or anyone, friends. Together maybe to relish. Where we move together, we relish it. Maybe perform the studies with vigor, with deep concentration. These are very crucial elements if you want to have experience in our daily life. May what has been studied by us be filled with the brilliance, and brilliance is explained like understanding, which leads to knowledge. May it not give rise to hostility due to lack of understanding. Om, peace, peace, peace. So when we chant, Om Shanti, 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 creates ambience around and inside, but inner space can spread with grip. And our heart, our emotions, our understanding can work in a much better way. Okay, thank you very much. That is one of our So we will do shortly exercise Sapasana. So we will do Sapasa exercise. It's very beautiful exercise, very simple, but very powerful because we have time to think about all needed things. Sa. Take a deep breath. Expand your stomach. You can spread your mouth a little bit. Listen your voice, don't pay attention to nothing else. There is one trick with the practicing and exercising. The most crucial thing is to be relaxed. This is the most important thing. So one of the things with our cheeks, they should be very relaxed. So when you relax your cheeks, your jaw naturally falls down, and your mouth opens. So you can try this. Like when you see something very nice.
Or also when we are very tired and we are about to fall asleep, our mouth is opening up. So that is a relaxed state.
When someone is dead, they need to, close because it's falling down. So we need to relax. We need to relax totally.
Bad example.
It's nice. Actually, you really try to relax now. Naturally fall down. And or you want to swallow, you want to accept gulab jamun. Very nice quality gulab jamun. Open your mouth. Yes. So if we cannot do this, this means we are very stiff, or we are used to be stiff, closed and not relaxed.
I mean, of course, sometimes there are physical reasons why we cannot do this. If somebody experienced some trauma in life, had a broken jaw or something, or had some procedures on teeth at the doctor's place. But besides that, we need to know how to relax our face.
Okay, let us try. Just relax totally. Don't worry, you have nice teeth. Everything is nice. You're totally relaxed. You don't care about nothing. Very nice. And one more. And now we're going to pa. Exercise is called sapasa. Relax your neck, your cheeks. Take a deep breath, expand your stomach. And one more. And now we are going to the higher sa. Sa.
Just
Relax,
try it.
totally.
Just try it.
Sa.
Let yourself go. Sa.
Deep breath. Sa.
Bravo. Sa.
And one more. And one more. And one more. Let us do one more thing. So when we inhale deeply now, with expanding the stomach, and we're singing sa, try to finish your sound before you lose air. Okay? You just follow, because air we need for control, for volume of the voice. So maybe you can notice how it's easy to finish nicely sound, because you have enough of air. You? Oh, you notice? Maybe we can do one more. Let's do one more so we can pay attention to it. So keep your back straight.
You finish a little earlier than the all air is used.
So you can
Just
feel you
really
have
early.
still nice amount of air, yes. So you can control very nicely the finishing. You can try it without air, so you lose air. It's almost impossible. But when you have air, so you can do so many things also with a nice amount of air inside. And why we need to expand our stomach? Do you know? Maybe, who knows? What's happening when we expand our stomach? When we inhale.
Just give us your best guess. Why we need to spread our stomach when we inhale?
Yes,
Yes.
we get more air.
But how?
Also, our muscle, very specific muscle, diaphragm.
Yeah.
Diaphragm is going down automatically when you expand your stomach. So lungs are spreading completely. And especially on the bottom of the lungs, we have very special cells, the best cells for the air. They supply, if you inhale air to those cells, you can supply all body with oxygen. Yes. So you got full supply, supply, yes,
Fully
the air. So the body is working on its best.
Just a few more things about opening our mouths. Maybe you questioning yourself, why do we need to do it? It's a very simple thing, just to offer our best service to Krishna. Because when we sing with our mouths, with our lips shut, then the sound which we produce is quite distorted. You know, it's like if you have something in front of the ventilator, in front of the fan. You know, there is some distortion. The air is not passing through nicely. It's not coming to its goal. So here is the same. If I close my lips, sa 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 sa. You see, I cannot do anything better than this. And if I open my mouth, sa sa
It's clear, nice.
sa. So it's easy. It's more audibly pleasurable. So in this way we can offer our best service to Krishna. And if you feel any tension in your jaw or any pain in your diaphragm area or anything uncomfortable, please just remember it's because you never did it before.
I mean, it's a little bit because our diaphragm is a little bit atrophied, because we're not really breathing always nicely. So it's more usage of diaphragm. So let us sing one beautiful song from Vrindavan. So song goes like this. Our Shyama ji Kanaya, Nanda Lala ji, Mere prana se pyari Gopal ji. So we sing, Our Shyama ji Kanaya. You can please come, Shyama ji Kanaya. Our Shyama ji Kanaya, Our Shyama ji Kanaya, Our Shyama ji Kanaya,
Our Shyama ji Kanaya.
So we're calling Krishna, oh, our Shyama ji Kanaya. Oh, Shyama ji, oh Kanaya, please come. Our Shyama ji Kanaya.
Our Shyama ji Kanaya.
Nanda Lala ji.
Nanda Lala ji.
Mero prana.
Mero prana.
Se pyare.
Se pyare.
Mero prana, you know what this means? You're my life, yes. Mera prana se pyare. Se pyare, do you know what this means? Maybe? You're my dear, my beloved. Yes. So we sing to Krishna, oh, please come. Our Shyama ji Kanaya.
Oh, Shyama ji Kanaya.
Nanda Lala ji.
Nanda Lala ji.
Mero prana.
Mero prana.
Se pyare.
Se pyare.
Gopala ji.
Gopala ji.
mera prana se pyare Gopal ji, mera prana se pyare Gopal ji. और श्याम जी कन्हैया नंद लाल जी, मेरे प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी। और श्याम जी कन्हैया नंद लाल जी, मेरे प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी। और श्याम जी कन्हैया नंद लाल जी, मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी।
श्याम जी कन्हैया नंद लाल जी, मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी।
And now, what we was doing a little bit on our on the beginning here. So you try to take a deep breath and to sing with the full voice. This words.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
I can tap for you very fast if you want.
Yeah, you need to remember it. So it's a try to, but more important now. You can try. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. You know, Krishna is taking the essence, you know. What is this? और श्याम जी कन्हैया नंद लाल जी, मेरे प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी। और श्याम जी कन्हैया नंद लाल जी, so we have, during many years of singing, we created some pattern of behavior of singing, of moving our mouth, our eyes closed, waving, you know. We have some pattern, like a program, you know. But sometimes we need to move from the program and to do, for example, what he was doing now. You take a deep breath and then express fully, open mouth. Aur Shyama Ji Kaneya. So this is only what Krishna needs, only what is separating us from Krishna. And only this, nothing else. Full expression, and we can help ourselves a lot with the body. Okay, let us try. Aur Shyama Ji Kaneya Nand Lal Ji, Mera Prana Se Pyare Gopal Ji. Take a deep breath. Aur Shyama Ji Kaneya Nand Lal Ji. You can even use your hand. Mera Prana Se Pyare Gopal Ji. Let me see you using your hand. So, Aur Shyama Ji Kaneya Nand Lal Ji, Mera Prana Se Pyare Gopal Ji. Aur Shyama Ji Kaneya Nand Lal Ji, Mera Prana Se Pyare Gopal Ji, Mera Prana Se Pyare Gopal Ji. Oh. So, how can you sing louder? Easily, it's when you take a lot of air, relax your neck muscles, your face. Mera prana se pyare Gopal Ji. हाँ मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी और श्याम जी कन्हैया नंदलाल जी मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी So we have words also.
मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी
और श्याम जी कन्हैया नंदलाल जी मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी
श्याम जी कन्हैया नंदलाल जी मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी
और श्याम जी कन्हैया नंदलाल जी मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी You can use your hand. Come. And also, very important part, because this is not just, we're not just singing now, it's a little bit part of workshop, of seminar. So when you start to clap, very important thing, it must have purpose. You know, whatever we do, it must have purpose, because we have wonderful part. We are playing wonderful part in this creation. Like, you know, puzzles. Imagine now this picture is made of puzzles, thousands of small puzzles. And if you miss one puzzle, it's not good. It looks bad, you know. So if someone of us missing our participation, our part in this wonderful creation of Krishna, it will be ugly. It will not be beautiful, you know. But when we are all participating very nicely,
it will not be complete. It will not be complete.
It will not be complete. Yes.
Imagine Krishna's eye is missing, or his small finger on which he kept Govardhan, or his Srivatsa sign. You know, he will not be Krishna anymore, isn't it? So here's same thing.
So when you clap, if you clap, make it that there is a purpose there. If you clap like this, there's no purpose. You don't need to clap at all. What? Like Jesus Christ said, he said, be or hot or cold. Don't be in the middle, I will spit you out. You know. Be or hot or cold, you know. So if we are always in the middle, you know, not doing, you know, not this, not that, so it's, you know, of course, for Krishna, we are always valuable. But Krishna likes when we move ourselves. We have this wonderful tool, wonderful structure of the body and the mind, so we can use it nicely. So if you clap, it must be purpose. You're giving your part. So you're listening the sound of mridanga, of karatas, and you're listening how loud it should be. Yes, very nice. So you're listening, you're participating consciously in creating the ambience. Like Indra Prabhu said, you know, Indra Prabhu said, when there was a rasa dance, many gopis was dancing, and sometimes individually gopis was coming and dancing and performing different arts, you know, and Krishna was sitting there saying, bravo, bravo, you know. So he was appreciating each of them, you know, and their wonderful effort. So try to meditate on this. Aur Shyam ji kaneya Nandlal ji Mera pran se pyare Gopal ji
Aur Shyam ji kaneya Nandlal ji Mera pran se pyare Gopal ji
Mera pran से प्यारे गोपाल जी
मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी
ओ मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी
मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी
ओ मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी
मेरा प्राण से प्यारे गोपाल जी
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna
Also, you can use your hands.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Oh, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hey Gopal, Hey Hey Oh, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal,
Jai Govinda Jai Gopal
Oh, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal.
Jai Govinda
Listen your clapping. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal.
Jai Govinda Jai
There must be
Gopal
purpose in your clapping.
Jai Govinda
So-
Jai Gopal
When we clap like
Jai
this,
Govinda Jai Gopal
I cannot even hear myself.
Jai Govinda
So
Jai
we're just
Gopal.
enjoying for ourselves. You know,
Jai
Govinda,
Govinda
Jai
Jai
Gopal.
Gopal
we need to contribute and to give a little bit. Jai Govinda, Jai. That doesn't mean you clap too loud. You're just listening how much you need to give. So if we just clap like this and sing this only for ourselves, probably we will not get nothing. Only if we give to the ambience, if we contribute to the ambience, then things start to happen, and the spark starts to happen in the heart. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Jai Govinda,
Jai Gopal,
oh Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal,
Jai Govinda, Jai
oh
Gopal,
Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal,
Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal,
oh Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal,
Jai Govinda, Jai
oh
Gopal,
Jai Govinda, Jai
Jai
Gopal,
Govinda, Jai Gopal,
oh Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal,
Jai Govinda, Jai
oh
Gopal,
Jai Govinda, Jai Govinda,
Jai
Jai Govinda.
Govinda, Jai Govinda,
Jai Govinda, Jai Govinda,
Jai Govinda, Jai Govinda,
Govinda, Govinda, Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda, Govinda, Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda, Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda,
Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda, the Govinda, 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 Govinda. To have full power in singing, take a deep breath. Govinda, 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 Govinda. Govinda, 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 Govinda. Haribo. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry if he was a little bit pushing something, just breathing and clapping. But it's really, really, honestly, I can say to you, it's only thing what separates us from Krishna. Really. We can get so much knowledge. We can attend all sadhana, things. But if you're not making, because sadhana and austerities, the main point of sadhana or austerity is to activate the mind. That we come in the presence of intellect, and we, with intellect, activating the mind. Please do like this, because we have experience. Or if you do like this, you feel better, and you feel more connection. The body is divine structure, the divine mechanism. We don't need to be afraid to activate the body. It's actually wonderful to activate the body. And we can share with you shortly. Lord Krishna describes what is true detachment. What do you think? What is true detachment? What Krishna? We can try to come closer to Krishna's explanation. What is true detachment? What do you think? What is true detachment?
Give us your best guess, please.
Now we will start our worship. But tell us, let us. What is true detachment? Yes, this is start. This is the beginning of detachment. But what is when you really detach? What's happening? Yes, this is almost totally. But some details we can add a little bit more. Yes. He said Yes, he said to engage fully in devotional service. But devotional service is unlimitedly various, you can say. Hmm. Yes. 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 That's through detachment. Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's detachment. Yes. Spontaneous. Yes. 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 You. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Also, Lord Krishna describes detachment as the greatest beauty. If you want to be beautiful, Lord Krishna said you need to be detached. Because, with someone who is detached, you can speak whatever, whenever, whatever. This person will listen to you, love you, appreciate you, even know you better, not judge you. This person is detached. To use his mind, his senses, his body fully, with full power, without any selfish desire, to enjoy this for himself or herself. You wanted to say something? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 True. But once I remember one devotee said in Mayapur, I forget who was it? I came to his room, to his house, and he told me one example which he heard. Like when you come to someone's house and you're watching around all the details and you say, I renounce all this. So also the pride, all qualities which can appear in mode of goodness, rajas or passion or ignorance, tamagun, they're all part of this room, you know. So you're actually not renouncing nothing because anyways, it's not part of you. Pride is just a thought. Like now can come thought, I want chocolate. Now can come thought, I want banana. I want to, I don't know, whatever can come. So in the same way, the pride is coming. It's just thought. It's nothing else, just a thought. Like just like when you burn paper. When you burn paper, it's very easy to destroy this paper. So similarly, when we know that this is just a thought, it's not part of us. It doesn't say anything about us. It's any pride or lust, envy. It's they're like a burned paper. You can just do like this, and they will just go away. But this needs uh, mercy of Krishna. This position needs mercy of Krishna when we deserve it. But specific following, we prove that we will not misuse uh, this position. So now we can continue with our workshop. And we said everything about this detachment.
A little louder. A little louder. I don't know.
No, not too much attached, not detached. Yes. Yes. And we speak all this only because of life, because of freedom, because of love, because of possibility to live life for real, to live life with yourself. Once when I was visiting my friend astrologer, I remember it was a long time ago when I started to practice Krishna consciousness, and he told me he was doing he's very good astrologer, and he told me in 2020 then it was 1994 maybe something like this. He said in 2020 something you will do like this and you will feel like this, and this struck me so hard in my heart. I became lost totally. Where am I? Where am I in all this? If I can read in the book there that in 2020 something I will act like this, think like this, feel like this, I was totally lost, and I was like this for 1 month, walking like a zombie around, totally lost. My God, there's no purpose of life. I experienced that I'm not enjoying I'm not living my life. Something else is living life for me. There's no life. I want to live life. I really want to enjoy, be happy, to live everything with full power. And then Lord Krishna, after 1 month, sent me a third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Kapila that explains everything, the Sankhya philosophy describes all the details of this. Who am I? Huh? Who am I? And what is this world? What is your free will? What is really your free will? Are you now really free, or you're now lost? Or you now don't have free will? Who is now thinking? Who is deciding? And then in this way, I was studying this, and I was feeling like I'm drinking. I was very thirsty, so thirsty, for years. And I was reading, and I was, and I felt how inside my being becoming again like, it was like a dry cloth on the bottom of the sea. This example, you heard this? Dry cloth on the bottom of the sea. We say in my language, suha krpa nad mora. In Russian they say, suha trap.
Сухая тряпка на дне моря.
Okay. So, it's actually paradox. It cannot be dry on the bottom of the sea. But I felt dry, because of my incomplete vision. I mean, still I'm very far from vision, but I felt that my cloth is becoming, when you put this dry kitchen small sponge, it's very dry, like stone, and when you put it in water, it becomes nice. So in the same way, I felt my being inside, and I started to feel Krishna. Wow, Krishna is so wonderful. So, you are thinking this way. Jai Shri Radha. Shrimati Radharani is, like Indra Prabhu said, our greatest bestower of love. Because even Lord Krishna asked from her blessings. Even Lord Krishna is dependent on Shrimati Radharani. So Indra Prabhu said, if you ask him blessings from me, if you want me to know me, you must approach to Shrimati Radharani. So sometimes we can glorify, not sometimes, but we should always glorify Shrimati Radharani, but we approach Shrimati Radharani through Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is outside Guru, and he can help us to come to the inner Guru, inside Guru, and this is Shrimati Radharani. I mean, the Guru of inner circle. Guru of inner circle, it's Shrimati Radharani. Guru of outside circle, it's Nityananda Prabhu. So if we satisfy Nitai, Lord Nitai, we approach to Shrimati Radharani. And when we approach to Shrimati Radharani, then we have access to understand what is love. And also she will approach to us if we show symptoms of a person who desire to learn what is love and how to act to love. So this is only condition if we want to learn and somehow feel Shrimati Radharani. This means we are becoming a person who wants to learn about love, really. And in front of love, you need to become full. Like, you probably have heard this. There's no pride in love. There's no judging in love. There is no. We need to be full, totally, absolutely. To reach love, we need to be total full. We need to show it with the body, with the mind, with the words. It's not easy. Yes, because ego is very, very strong. But when we understand that ego is preventing us to live, to love, to be what we truly are, and through knowledge, which we mentioned a little bit, and we will speak about it a little bit after, we understand we don't have really relation with our life. We don't live our life. Something else, our concepts, our fears, our false ego, they're living life for us. And we are not even aware of it. You know? So this is said, at the end of life, probably most of the people, they think, what I was doing, nothing, where I was, nowhere, with whom I was, with nobody. I was all the time alone. Nothing happened in life. So this was this ego. He was constantly projecting something, what he thinks it's okay, and he was following this like a donkey. You know how donkey? Huh? Donkey is following the master. The master is keeping the carrot on the stick, you know, in front of him like this, and he's following the carrot, trying to catch the carrot, but he will never catch the carrot. So also he serves so much that he will get a little bit of grass, donkey, but there is grass everywhere, you know. So similarly, we also act like this. We live our lives, chasing ideas of the ego, which will never fulfill. It's only fantasy in the mind, which we collected during our life, and we fantasizing, maybe, not maybe, we're thinking this is, someone even thinks this is happening. So we are coming to the topic, rediscovering the secrets. So can you feel what is the secret? Is to become totally alive, to become totally a person, to rediscover the treasures which we have inside, and to use them in our life. So this is what is happening daily in our lives. We're not really using our treasures. We're not really using the body. So we mentioned this verse, so we will not skip it. Everything is already present here around us.
We still didn't find the text.
Huh? You want to read? Yes, yes. We are going to the slides which
We discussed
by
this
which we are-
verse
yes.
2 previous days.
You didn't saw this before. Okay, okay. I mean,
Okay, so the number of the verse we will attach in the comments under the recording of this video on the Facebook page.
we have only now Srimad Bhagavatam on the phone. It's very hard to
It's
find.
hard to find,
Yeah.
so we need the book.
When you come home to the book, it's very so we was yesterday speaking about the Hamsa Avatar, you remember? So the point was going beyond the world, beyond it's naturally waking up in the morning, get partner next to you, think about your partner.
Related to this, we can remember a saying of Srila Prabhupada, one of his sayings that the only material in this world is our vision. So the only thing we need to detach actually in this world is our material vision of how this world functions, about us, about other people.
So actual detachment is a true attachment. When we attach to the reality, then everything is desirable. But when something is, we need to renounce, this means we need to renounce our false attachment, to the false concept of something. So, importance of seeing things as they are. It's very important to see things as they are. In a dream, we wrote here, in a dream we surrender our will to the moments of a dream. So, you're actually just laying in bed, but you're doing so many things in the dream, isn't it? This night I was dreaming so many things. I mean, here I dream so many dreams. It's very, very. What is the word? They're very clear, and it's like really very, very strong. Not bad, but very strong dreams. And I was there, moving, doing so many things. But actually, I'm laying in the bed. Actually, just projected. Like this picture is projected on this board
Screen.
Yes. So similarly, we are now projected in this body, and also Krishna gives example, like we mentioned last time. The sun looks like it's present in the water, but actually it's very far on the sky. The reflection of the sun on the water, in the water, can be covered with the clouds. Can be disturbed with the wind. And we feel disturbed, we feel, when clouds are coming, covering the reflection, we feel lost. But actually, the sun is totally far in the sky, doesn't have any relation with the reflection. What? So, why we need to see things as they are? Because without seeing things as they are, there is no relation with anything, actually. When couples, they meet together, just because of, I don't know what, they didn't felt anything special. Just because of, he's famous, she's famous, or she's nice eyes or something. Always I was dreaming about such a mouth, such a lips, or such eyebrows or something. So we, or like this, I like the arms, like this, something, you can think like this. Oh, I like the legs like this, and then you choose the person. So it was only fantasy, and it will not happen. There will be no relation, there will be no love, no friendship. And we will mention this just a little bit after. Creation, by not seeing things as they are, we create too much of load on ourselves, too much of heaviness, and this is spreading. And we are not able to live. We can see in modern world, people especially. I mean, we have a lot of things which can make life very comfortable, very simple.
It's very simple example. Oh, why you divorced? Why you divorced? Because I married a person and I thought that person is different. The person I married then is a different person from who he or she now. This is a very known concept. Many people are suffering from this. Or the job I took on myself, it's not something I thought it is. The place I moved to live in, it's not that great as I thought in the beginning it will be. We operate with this kind of statements. So it's very much present. This is very much present in our lives.
Yes. And the sense of beauty also is lacking in modern society. This mode of goodness is giving you the sense of beauty that you have to do some things. It's not that want or not, maybe I will do or not, but you know what you have to do. This is what mode of goodness is giving us. So we will come to this through speaking about yama and yama. We'll just a little bit faster yama and yama. So here, rediscovering the secret means to find the treasures within. And we will see what Lord Kapila describes when Devahuti, you know this story about Devahuti and Kapila Dev?
Third canto, Srimad Bhagavatam.
And she asked Kapila Dev, how can I become happy? Really, truly happy. And then Lord Kapila said these basic 4 principles. How to dig out the treasures from inside. So the first thing, what he said, we need to do our swadharma with the full presence and power. Literally, he said like this. He said, swadharma eva shaktya. He said, shaktya means with full power. Your duties, your potentials, your abilities. Whatever you do it with full presence. If you cook, you really cook, you're there. If you're really hugging someone, you're really hugging this person. If you're really singing the kirtan, you're really doing something for real. You're giving your best. You're inhaling, you're spreading your tongue. I'm doing everything, I'm trying to do everything, I want to awake, So the first thing, we do our dharma, our duties, our potentials with the full power. Do you feel this? Do you experience this in your life? Do you feel the power of this? When you do something with the full presence, with the full power, it gives special flavor, gives special dimension, special ambience when we do something with the full power. Yes? You have this experience? For sure. You can even share something, if something comes to you, you can share with us related to this. For example, whenever you see someone singing, who sings nicely, what mostly you notice? That this person is finishing in a specific way the sentences or the words, prolonging, making decorations. So this is extra effort, someone investing. For example, when I started to sing, I was just singing for a long time, singing. Then after some time, I noticed that actually I'm not imagining melody, how it will go. I'm just reading for myself. Just something is coming, I'm singing, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So I did like this because it came from inside. I didn't plan to do like this. So to become good at something, to do something with full power means you need to practice a lot. To be able to do this with the body, so you can follow what's coming from the heart fully, in this way to satisfy Krishna. So you need to, whatever you do, whatever is your occupation, your fire, where you feel yourself, practice this every day. Invest effort, at least half hour to practice this. And really practice. You sit there and practice playing piano, I don't know, producing music, drawing something, cooking or whatever it can be. But spend for Krishna, you say, Krishna, I'm now spending specific time for this. I want to learn, I want to expand myself, I want to improve myself in this. So this means going forward. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes. I mean, if we don't practice really regularly, we will not feel this worthiness in the heart. This special worthiness, this wealth. Therefore, we will, when we come into association of devotees, we will think, I need to show myself.
We will eat a little
You eat others in this way.
by our performance.
You eat
Yes.
Krishna, you eat others to feel this whole.
And that's what people feel. I just wanted to say that there is a difference. Like maybe we cannot see, but we always feel what is happening. And if there is this, what you say, then if you're really sincere, if we are sincere in kirtan, then other people, they would not get this feeling, oh, something wrong is there.
Mm. Yes.
Я завершила. Прикольно. Главное, да, завершила.
I didn't understand this last part. No. Yes. Yes. This depends only on how much more of goodness we reached in our life. Because on goodness, what is in the goodness is always the best. But on the beginning, goodness is always like a poison, what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. If we feel like a poison, something what, is, what we actually would like to do, what we want to do, we feel it hard, that means we are still not uh, uh, nicely
Situated.
situated in the mode of goodness. So we need to, Lord Krishna said, you can expand, you can enrich mode of goodness by practicing things which are already in the mode of goodness. But all those things which are, yes. So this is you practice, and well, when it's appearing this energy inside of the mode of goodness, you're able to do anything, especially those things which you like. Yes, yes, definitely. And they're making us feel unworthy. You know. So this is also giving a contribution. So we feel I'm not worthy, not even in others. So I will not do anything. Most, but we still continue to chant, not working with the stream. But this needs individual help, individual support. We all need. So doing our things with the full power. It is described if we don't know what is our special thing, you do whatever you do now with the full power, and it will come. This is actually acting in model goodness. It's acting with everything, with full presence, with full attention, with the care, with gratitude. Yes. Yes. Whatever you do with such an attitude, immediately, Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, whatever you do as austerity, like it's coming it's from the Vedas. And Krishna describes how everything is coming from the Vedas. But Vedas are coming from the Brahman, you know, and that means that Brahman is always present in doing your duty very precisely, very strongly. So spirit is always present, is already present when you do something with full power, it's already there. You don't need to search for it. You know. It's already there when you do it with the full power.
And also, full power doesn't mean a lot. The question is in quality, not in quantity. So during the day, we can really find the time for both Swadharma and Sanatana Dharma. Most of the time, we lack the quality, so we have to prolong it in time, and then our other duties they get swept away.
Yes? Yes. 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 Yeah. 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 Yes. True. Completely true. Yes. Completely true. As more you're doing as it should be, as you should do, you do it when you need to do, in a time when you need to do, how you need to do it, you exert more. This universe, the Krishna is giving you everything that you need. It will supply you. No, no, no. Very, very good. Very good. Very nice. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Shari Ashram is pretty tough ashram. But the Hasta ashram is also very tough.
Yes.
It's good that we can get enjoyment in life just by getting a little bit of dal. The problem is that when we enjoy in this material world, we hurt other people and we hurt ourselves. So if we can enjoy by going to Krishna without doing, so many offenses to others, living beings and personalities, then we will be in very good position.
Yes, when we do our thing like this, like Kapila said, we will actually not hurt anyone. We will inspire others.
Yes.
Once when I was in Vrindavan, I saw this sweeper of sewage. They have on the ends of the roads, they have this sewage passing. And he was cleaning, and he was there with the piggies, sweet small piggies, swimming inside, having fun. And he was doing there, but he was acting. He was moving like to artist. He was doing this like he's president of the world. He's doing. I was watching him from the rickshaw. I want to do this. He inspired me that I want to also clean this thing. Because how he was doing this, like he's doing the most important thing in the world. This was so impressive, really. The smell there, and the piggies, but he's doing there like he's king of the world. Not proud, just with the full, art, like artist, some special moves, how Indians they can have this, doing everything with special moves,
This is in Puri?
Huh?
Was it in Puri?
In Vrindavan.
Okay, so the next.
So when we do our Swadharma with such a presence and power, we always experiencing things that we are doing them like for the first time. You never think, oh, again my husband, again my wife, again my child, again this, again that, again this thought, again this. But actually you start to enjoy every thought, every emotion, every watch, every sight on your wife, your husband, because you're learning, you're open, your heart is open, you learn about other people. You saw the beauty in learning about others. And because you saw beauty in learning about yourself. You saw that your vision was so small and you're suffering only because of vision. And you saw, oh, I'm so much more than this. And the others also, they're much more. So you're enjoying, every new phase of a child, every new phase of a wife or husband, they're wonderful, wow, what we are passing, so beautiful. So this is one of the wonderful things when we do things with the full power, they give us this present of seeing things like for the first time. Then, second thing what Kapila said for happiness, to be completely grateful for what we have got by the mercy of the Lord in life. It's a great treasure, when you understand, that you got everything. Only one thing to understand what you have, it needs many lives actually. But to understand all things, We need to be so careful, so attentive, and so grateful you're appreciating. Oh, thank you, dear Krishna. You know, I get such a beautiful partner. Got such a beautiful this and that. You know, like my brother, he once came to Taiwan with his job, something doing there, and he was placed in the house of some person, just some simple person there. And first morning he woke up, and this person came to him. Welcome, sir. I'm so glad that you are here. My brother was, not used to such that someone is glorifying him and praising.
Even though in Bosnia people are very, very emotional.
Very open.
Very open, yes.
And he was, okay, thank you very much. The second morning, this one was more enthusiastic to see him. Oh, welcome, thank you. I'm so glad to, So he was learning about him, and he was thinking, okay, tomorrow probably he will start to hate me or something. And then third day came, even more this one is happy, and surprised to see him and happy to see him. And he said, there's something strange. What is this? He's totally happy every day more and more that he sees me. So this is beautiful consequences, we can say, a beautiful state which comes from this. So from cultivating consciousness, it will never come by itself. By itself, Rajagun will come, put the leg, and we will fall over the leg and into Tamagun. So this is only what is happening by itself, in this world. In this world, we need to engage us, activate our mind, our intellect, to act in a specific way. And we will just, after passing this, we will speak about Yama and Yama shortly, which is only way. Srila Prabhupada said, it's not possible to develop true faith in devotional service if we don't follow completely Yama and Niyama. So we will just pass this quickly.
But how to
Yes.
transcend this thing? Because
How to?
if I don't
Transcend.
to transcend, because if for example, I have karma, like I think I have lack of yukta, choose direction yukta, so expanding, so I have problem with that. So I need to transcend some obstacles. Only for yeah, I don't know how to do that.
What can I say?
Yes.
Sorry, before he says something philosophically proved, I would like just to say my experience. Because before I met my husband, everyone who saw my horoscope, they were like, nothing good in life. Nothing good you can expect in your life. So when I met him, he looked at my horoscope and he said, whoa, so many potentials. So sometimes things which we think we need to transcend are the gifts, something what can help us to accomplish the destiny, the mission of our life, if we accept them. Something what we think is the weakness can be the greatest strength, if we just have a proper, guidance. Okay. So now something on Shastra.
No. She said actually what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Actually, why we think it's something bad? Like a long time ago, I was dreaming once that I became angry, and I woke up, in trauma. I will become angry. No, this is bad,
Devotees
I
don't
want-
get angry.
But because very often I dream something what will happen in maybe 4 or 5 years in advance, and that moment really came. And actually, I totally was observing and experiencing this anger from different point of view. And I saw that, well, it's not the problem. So next time when I dream something, I was, probably that will be something for that moment, very specific, very beautiful something, which will teach me something to expand myself more, So also your horoscope is perfect, perfect, so that you can very nicely grow. Otherwise, if you will get someone else horoscope, you will totally be lost. So you accept with a full heart. Oh, thank you, Krishna, for this, for my horoscope, for everything, for this planet is like this. I have Rahu in house of money and communication. These are my good points in my life.
Good teachers.
But they're just helping me to make more effort because Rahu is making like a fog, So you need to invest more effort to see, to be able to do something. So it's helping me, and I feel how I'm growing very nicely through this. So it's beautiful, actually. Okay.
The next.
And then Lord Krishna said, no, I missed one.
You missed.
I didn't wrote the third one, sorry.
Yeah.
The third one is to avoid what doesn't belong to us. Lord Kapila said, the third point for happiness is to avoid what doesn't belong to us. Sorry, I didn't wrote here. It's after the completely grateful for what we have got by the mercy of the Lord. After that, Lord Kapila said to avoid what doesn't belong to us. You know, you don't contemplate other ladies if you're married man or married lady. You don't contemplate men in such a way, like, you know, don't watch them like a man, like a woman, like, you know. You just respect your partner, and in this way you're opening path for love. The real love, you can really learn love. The love can develop, you know. But if you, like all authorities, they say, if you watch, for example, if you're married man and watching other lady, that moment you're cutting emotional connection with your partner.
And then after people say,
where is love?
Love is gone. There's no more love with this person in relationship. And we were just for years speaking on the side, cutting and cutting and cutting. So it really works. It works. There are more of us, unfortunately, who can confirm it than we would want.
I mean, most of us experiencing this like a limitation. But no, it's not limitation. It's opportunity to understand love, you know. Because when you marry with someone, or man married with lady, or lady married with man, you are giving your life, your dreams, your needs, everything to the other person. And this other person has a big responsibility. It's person, you know, it's so much inside. And also, in other way, opposite, you know. So it's very important that you respect really person, that you pay attention, you know, how I'm behaving, how I'm speaking, am I limiting the person, am I making violence? So again, we are coming to yam and yam. So we will now speak a little bit of
this principle is also, it works on different levels. Physical level, emotional level, intellectual level, to know, when we don't wish something that doesn't belong to us. It can be on the physical level, but also can be on the emotional level or intellectual. I would like to have something like that. I would like my life to be something like this. You know, so it all applies. And again, we're coming back to the second point, because the third is missing. To be grateful, completely grateful for what we have. Because whether we agree or not, what we get in our life is absolutely perfect for us. You know, Krishna made so many arrangements, so many personalities took care that we get exactly the life for us to come to Him. And if we wish something to be a little different, so, you know, it's a questionable when we will reach. Will we reach Krishna that fast as He already planned for us? So it's also kind of trust to Krishna, trust His ways, trust His mercy and His care in our life, that He really leads us, that He always here present, never forgets.
And it's also beautiful when we do this unconditionally, you know.
Yes.
We follow these principles unconditionally. Even if someone hurts you, you know, you do this, you know. This is strength, you know. So, the third one was to avoid something that doesn't belong to us. It's very beautiful. It's very powerful technique. You know, you don't lose energy. You get all energy in the first point to do everything. You reach perfection in what you do. You know, when you don't mess yourself in what doesn't belong to you, you get the full power to concentrate yourself in something what you need to develop. It's very powerful, very powerful. And the fourth element of something what Lord Kapila described for happiness is to pay respect to those who give you knowledge, or guru. I mean, from time when we you know, when we was born, we are getting knowledge from everybody, you know, from everyone, even from ants, from birds, from, you know, cows, from, you know, lizards, from different people, and especially from guru and family also. You know, they play a big, important role in our lives. You know. Okay.
Our time is finished because Badra Prabhu came. Pitat možda drugi dan možemo nekako sastaviti. So our time for today is finished because Badra Prabhu came. If he will give you some additional 15 minutes, then you can.
Can, Badra Prabhu, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
can we get 5 minutes more? We will finish briefly, just to summarize. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. So we will just mention the...
A ili možemo na drugi dan, što me žurimo, no to ćemo, no neki drugi dan, još imam 2 dana ovdje smo. Popričat ću sa Šri Pradaj. Maybe, dear devotees, we actually will finish here, and then we can speak with authorities of this place, and maybe during tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we can find some additional half hour, 40 minutes, to finish the topic Yama Niyama, because it's really not auspicious to speak in 5 minutes. It's a topic which deserves our attention.
Yeah,
so,
yes.
We will leave the announcement somewhere on close to the door of the temple room, so you can see when we will meet you next time. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
Thank you so much for giving this seminar. And I also, just 2 months ago, I had both of them visiting in Norway for 1 week. We did like a song, a vocal workshop, discovering your inner voice. And they have all this merchandise, actually, which is very, very nice. They have like these tote bags and these buttons. And on my fridge, I have this magnet at home. So if you're interested, and I think actually someone already, there were some more things that someone took something without paying. So if someone took something without paying, they can put it back. And then they have really nice merchandise if you're interested. They have all these pictures with clothes and everything. So
Yes, we have just...
Norway, we're very happy about the merchandise.
We just have few items left, so you can see all is custom made, so to say, or just we chose and wrote some things.
So, all to support their music production.
Oh yes, and today, I think that today in the evening there will be premiere of our new song. So
finally.
please, Hare Krishna. So you can
Hopefully
visit.
you will like it.
Yes, you can visit our YouTube. It will be in the evening, like around 8 o'clock. So tomorrow morning you can listen, and the daughter is singing there. So it's a beautiful, like, family video, world music thing. Okay.
We will not tell you which song is. It's a famous song, but done in our way. Huh? A clue.
Well, you can look at the table and you can try to guess.
Table.
Yeah.
How can you guess from the table?
Because almost every message has a clue. Something is going on.
Okay, I will tell you which song. Which song?
Yep.
Shri
No,
Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nata Narayana Vasudeva.
My husband is a spoiler. Yeah. He spoils every movie we want to watch, every music we want to listen, every place we want to go. He says in advance. Hare Krishna.
Now we're so excited to go and hear it, because it's a very beautiful song.
Thank you very much. So, we wish you a wonderful rest of the day. Mother Prabhu, sorry for keeping a little bit of time.
Yes, please, everyone.
Panchatattva ki jai. Panchatattva ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vaishnava Thakur ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Shyam Sundar Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. 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 Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Jai Om Vishnupad Brahmams Parvrijagacharya Stotar says Divine Grace of Charnarvin Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Iskcon Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Brajmandal Parikrama Ki Jai. All 12 Forest Ki Jai. All Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadhati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya. Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam. Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam. Sri Radha Krishna Padanu Sahagana Sri Lalita Sri Vishakhavitamsya. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute. Tapta Ganchana Gaurangi Sri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sujate Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bevacha. Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha. Namam Vishnu Padarya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharini Nirvisesa Shunyavadi Pashyata Destarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you to management of this festival for allowing to present this presentation of this Brajmandal Parikrama. I really thanks to them. This is the second session we are having, and the third session will be on Sunday. So one thing about, before we start, yesterday we discussed few things, and we took the major topic about presented the one major pastime, because there are so many pastimes you go through and time limited. So I took the one major pastime yesterday and we talked about it in detail. So today also we will talk one major pastimes while going through all other slides or other walking through the forests, different forests. We'll come to them one major pastime, we will take that, and then we can have a question answers. One thing about, we know that ultimately we have to develop the taste in the chanting the holy name. That's the main thing. Because at the time of when we leave this body, hopefully, and we pray Krishna by the mercy of the Vaishnavas, mercy of Krishna, that when we leave the body from our mouth, name will come up. Krishna or Radha. Hare Krishna or Radha name will come up. That will be the taste. Real taste will be at that time when we leave the body. What is coming up. So this parikrama is also, it helps to develop that taste within our heart, because Vrindavan is Krishna's home. It's his home. That's where he resides. And that's where he performs all his pastimes. He lives there eternally. Shyam Sundar and Balaram don't leave Vrindavan. They're always there in Vrindavan. Eternally they are there. This is their home. So when we are moving in his home, this whole Braj is his home. So we are moving in this home where he has performed his pastimes, where you can find the lotus feet of Krishna. You can find it because Krishna in Vrindavan, he didn't wear shoes. In Mathura and Dwarka, he was like a king, so he had to wear shoes. But in Vrindavan, in Braj, he didn't wear shoes. He was barefoot. So you can find the footprints of this. And during the parikrama, your only business is to just hearing, chanting, hearing. Chanting, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. That's what you do. Chanting, hearing and meditating. Hearing, walking to the places where Krishna performed pastimes. You are hearing them and you are meditating. So that helps, and by chanting the holy name in the morning while you are walking, is your own time. While you are walking, keep chanting. So that deepens that chanting in our heart. That deepens our realizes that ultimately is the chanting. But that chanting will come, and then chanting will reveal. As we know that the Namnamakari Bahudani Sarva Shakti Tatrarpita Nimita Smaranin Kala Itadrasi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Vapi Durdavim Sanujan Raga. Lord says, I invested all energy in my holy name. So that chanting of the holy name in the pure state will reveal the form of the Lord, will reveal the qualities of the Lord, reveal the pastimes of the Lord. They itself reveal. So that's one good thing about in parikrama, because it is, you just go, then you have no other anxiety, no other business of this social life, no other business of the family, no other business of the other responsibilities, just chanting, dancing, feasting, walking, meditating, camping. This is what you do. So it's a good way to just go and enjoy your life. Spiritual enjoyment. See, in the association with the devotees. So yesterday we talked about, and we will take question more because I see some new faces are here today. So we can continue, otherwise the time is, Krishna says, time I am and time doing its work, we have to do our work, right? So we'll continue it and then we'll take the questions. So yes, this is the book which is published, which has all the information about all 30 days parikrama. This is the Vrindavan parikrama we talked about yesterday. This is our Srila Prabhupada Samadhi there in Vrindavan temple. And this is our deities there. Beautiful, most beautiful deities. Radha Syam, Sundar, Krishna, Balaram and Gaurnitai. Most beautiful deities. Radharani is most beautiful. This Radharani is famous in whole world. Of course, Mayapur also. Radha Madhava. This is we talked about. This is all Vrindavan parikrama we talked yesterday. So Vrindavan, we walked to Mathura, on the way Mathura, we talked this pastime, whole pastime yesterday about this is Jagyapatnis, wives of the Brahmanas. You must have probably read in the Srimad Bhagavatam and also Krishna book. If you haven't it, please read it. Wives of the Brahmanas were most exalted than the Brahmanas who were learned scholar. Wives of Brahmanas were simple, wives. They had not gone to brahmacharini ashram, they had not gone to do any scripture, they had not gone to initiated, they were not, but the simple heart. But they had heard all pastimes of Krishna. They every day heard of the Krishna, hearing. So this pastime is giving us understanding how the hearing is most important. Hearing. They kept hearing about Krishna. Because the Gopi, the Vrajbasini, they were bringing to them, wives, the Brahmanas were in Mathura, and this Vrajbasini were bringing them the fruits and the flowers to sell, because their husbands can use that to perform yajna and for the deity worship. So with this Vrajbasini, we will talk about Krishna all the time to them. So that developed the taste in them to hearing, keep hearing, keep hearing. So when you keep hearing about it, then what do you want to do next? You want to see that person. Who is that person? I keep hearing about this person, but I want to know, I want to see that person. I want to know, I want to see that person. So that's develop the taste called rati. Ado sraddha tatha sadhu sangha bhajan kriyanat nivritisya. Ruchi, nishtha, ruchi, asakti, bhava, and then prema, last stage. So they developed that rati. So as soon as they heard Krishna is here, they right away left their family. So we talked about that pastime. Then this is the Akrura Ghat. Krishna Kamsa is sending Akrura from Mathura to bring Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. And on the way, Akrura is taking bath in the Jamuna. That is called the Akrura Ghat. Ghat is the place where you take a bath. And he is seeing Krishna and Balaram is on the chariot, but at the same way when he's gonna take a bath in the Jamuna water, he is seeing Krishna and Balaram. They are there and he is seeing them in the water. But he is seeing them, Krishna Balaram, in the form of Ananta Shesha and in form of Vishnu. So that means the Shyam Sundar Balaram never leaves Vrindavan. Two-handed form of never leaves Vrindavan. It is a Krishna who is a four-handed form, Vishnu form is in Mathura and Dwarka. Two-handed form Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. He's always in Vrindavan, playing around. He doesn't do anything, he just plays around with the cowherd boys and at night with the gopis. That's what he does. See? So we talked about that. This is Akrura is saying, Then we went to Mathura. This is Krishna's birthplace in Mathura, in the prison. Talk. This is whole Mathura parikrama. This is in the middle is the middle is the Yamraj and sister Yamraj and Jamuna Devi. Jamuna Devi and Yamraj, they both are the sister, brother and sister. So they are there. The temple is still there on the bank of the Vishram Ghat. This is Varahadev. This is Varahadev killed the Hiranyaksha. This is the original Varahadev. Deity was given by Lord Ramchandra. Lord Ramchandra gave to Satrugna. And Satrugna brought this deity here in Mathura because he established Mathura. So that deity is still there at present during that time. Treta Yuga time. Braj is eternal. It doesn't destroy. Because in material world there is a creation, there is a maintenance, there is annihilation. But in Braj is not, it's eternal. These are different Mahadev. Dhruva Ghat. This is where Dhruva Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj met to Narad Muni, and Narad Muni initiated him and told to chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Right? To fulfill his desire. So that is there. Here is Dhruva Maharaj is having the darshan. Kubja, famous Kubja, right? Hunchback lady. She was bringing the sandalwood pulp to Kamsa, and she saw beautiful form of Krishna, young boy. Krishna Balram, they were roaming in the Mathura when they came. So Kubja wanted to have a pastime with her. He wishes with his feet. He just made her straight. And she was so beautiful young girl. So this is with Kubja. Krishna is enjoying. Rangeshwar Mahadev. This is Srila Prabhupada took sannyas in Mathura. If Keshav Gaudiya Math, Srila Prabhupada is there there. So now from Mathura we go to Madhuban. And this is, I think, we had, yeah. So in Madhuban is this is where the Satrugna, now remember this is Treta Yuga. Satrugna came, Lord Ram had sent a Satrugna because Lavanasura demon was giving trouble. So Satrugna had killed Lavanasura here in the Madhuban, established the Madhuban. And this is where Dhruva Ghat, this is where Dhruva Maharaj performed tapasya and he had a darshan of Krishna. So this place is still there, up on the top is Dhruvtila, and you can see in the middle is the deity. This is the Dhruva Maharaj. The Lord is touching the conch shell to Dhruva. This little boy Dhruva Maharaj. You read in Srimad Bhagavatam. So that is Dhruva Maharaj. There is also kund. Everywhere you go in the Braj, you find different kunds, like you have a lake here. Similarly, there are different kunds, and all those kunds have some pastimes. Everything Braj is some pastime of Krishna. Something is there. And the names are also given according to the pastimes. They are little bit changed now, Apabhransa, but original names are according to Krishna perform the pastimes. So this is a Krishna Kund is there. Satrugna temple, Satrugna because here he came, established, so there is a temple of Satrugna and his wife. From Madhuban we start from Madhuban, so we walk from Vrindavan to Mathura, Mathura to Madhuban, Madhuban we stayed, and Madhuban, so we go to Santanukund. On the way of Santanukund, we pass Talavan. Talavan is a forest where Lord Balram killed Dhanukasura, donkey, ass demon, right? So, according to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all these demons represent different anarthas within our heart, different anarthas represent these demons. Just like the Dhanukasura, what the donkey do? In India, you don't have, but if in India, if you go, now there is, everywhere there is now a washing machine for the laundry. Now everywhere, India is also, in Vrindavan also, though if you give the dhobi, they also have washing machine now for dry and everything like you have it here. But before they have to have a donkey. You give the laundry to the dhobi wala, and laundryman, and he has donkey. And donkey carries that laundry to the bank of the Jamuna or bank of the Kund, and that's where dhobi wash your clothes, and they make it dry and iron it and give it to you. See? So what the donkey do? Carry the overload, right? Overload of the laundry. Now donkey doesn't have to work hard. They can get the grass their grass is there. What does the donkey need? Eating, sleeping, mating and depending. This is a donkey's business, right? So, eating grass is already there, so why donkey has to work hard? So donkey represents the unload, working hard. See? Also it's ignorance. See? Gross discrimination. Donkey was in this Madhuban, this Talvan forest, there were big trees of the Tal fruits. Big. And they were smelling, they were tasty, but this donkey and all his associates would not allow any Brajvasis or any cows to eat those fruits. But at the same time, he was sharing these fruits to Kamsa. Bird with the same feather, it says, bird with the same feather flocks together. So he would supply the fruits to Kamsa, fruits, but he would not give to all the Brajvasis and cows and nut. So Balram being the powerful personality, he killed this demon here in Talvan, ash demon. The temple is there is a temple. And this is the Kunda. I think it's Balaram Kunda or something like that. So this is where Balaram killed the Dhanukasura. So when we go there, if those consciousness is in our heart, because we don't have big Dhanukasura, but we have a small Dhanukasura sitting in our heart in a form of ignorance, form of working so hard, like ash. You hang the carrot in the front of the ash and you kick it on the back and donkey goes. So similarly in material world, the carrot is hanging in the front of us to make money or work so hard. So we are chasing to get that money. This is the nature of this material world. You work so hard to get little money, for little happiness you work so hard. But then what happens in the material world? After the happiness, what is next? What is next? Distress. Krishna says, material world is dukhalayam sashvatam. It's temporary and is duality. Material world is duality, right? Happiness, distress, distress, happiness, happiness, distress, distress, happiness. This is the cycle we go on. This is the cycle living and is going through in this material world. Birth, death, old age, disease. Birth, death, old age, disease. Birth, death, one life after life, one life after another life after another life. So this is the ash demons representing. So if we have those within our heart, we have that consciousness is there, then this is the place, potent place, we pray. We pray to Balaram. Balaram deity is there in the middle, see? So Balaram is there, and we pray that please In my heart also, the little Dhanukasura is sitting there. Please remove it. So like that, we pray there. So this is the Talvan. From Talvan we go to Kumudvan. There's a beautiful forest. This is the Balaram is killing the Dhanukasura in the left hand side. Stop slide. And here Balaram is holding the two legs and whirling to yes, demon. Kumudvan, beautiful forest. This is the Santanu Kund now. Santanu Kund is the Kund where King Santanu performed tapasya here. You know from Mahabharata, right? Santanu's son, Santanu king's wife was, whose wife? What is his wife name? What was his wife name? Ganga. King Santanu performed tapasya here to have a son, and that son was Bhishma. So to get a son, he had performed tapasya. So now king, because his Santanu performed, that's why this Kund name is given Santanu. There's a beautiful temple on the top, and that's the deity Santanu Vihari. Even at present, they are saying that Brajavasi says that people, the couple who cannot bear a child, they come here and they perform this some kind of rituals with the deities, with the priest, and they are having they can have the child. That's what they have experience of that. So this is Santanu Kund. There is a whole pastime of that, but from Mahabharata, but some other time. Or you have to come there to hear. Beautiful, nice. See, in the corner it's showing the temple on the top of the hill. And around is a kund, Santanu Kund. This the devotees are walking, going to the temple on the top. On the right hand side you can see all devotees are walking there to have darshan of that deity there, Santanu Vihari. So from Santanu we come to Radhakund. Radhakund ki. Radhakund is the most secret place. It says the secret is the Mathura. After Mathura, more secret is Vrindavan. More secret than Vrindavan is Govardhan. And most secret place is the Radhakund. So we go to Radhakund. Radhakund has so many places to work. We stay there 4 days, 3 or 4 nights with Radhakund, because Radhakund inter parikrama also. We do Govardhan parikrama, we also do from Radhakund. So Radhakund will come. Now there is also Putna, famous Mother Putna. Putna's birthplace, Khechri, is also we go visit there. From Santanu Kund we go to Khechri on the way. We stop. This is the Putna's birthplace. Bahulavan, there is another one of the 12th forest. This is Krishna with his cows. And we come to Radhakund. See? And from Radhakund we perform Govardhan Parikrama. Now I'm not going to talk more detail of Radhakund and Govardhan Parikrama, because you always go and many of the devotees go and hear anyhow those pastimes. But I want to go to another major pastime which you don't hear. And you take something at home when you go today from here. So I'll talk that pastime from Mahabharata. Okay. So this is now we are doing the Govardhan Parikrama. In Govardhan Parikrama we start from Radha Kund, the first we go darshan of Kusum Sarovar. How many of you have done Govardhan Parikrama? Oh, so you all know, many of you have done anyhow. So good. So this is the Kusum Sarovar, famous, where Kusum flowers, collecting, gopis collect the flowers and making the garlands for Krishna. Beautiful place. Everybody likes to go Kusum Sarovar, take a bath, right? Swim. Many of our young Gurukulis always there. This is the part of the Kusum Sarovar. Then this come to Manasi Ganga. Manasi Ganga is by the mind. Krishna had created this Ganges, Ganga. All the rivers are in this Manasi Ganga. And from here, gopis had brought the water. Gopis are standing from Manasi Ganga, Radha Kund, transferring the water to fill up the Radha Kund. You know the pastimes of Radha Kund. Many of you know anyhow. So I'm not going to go detail. So this is Manasi Ganga on the way. It's also mentioned in Govardhanashtakam. But Radharani was in the boat. Krishna was the Navik. Krishna was the, what do you call in English? He was rowing the boat. And Radharani was sitting in the boat. And suddenly boat starts to fill up with the water. This is Radha Krishna's pastime. So Radharani is afraid because boat is gonna go in the water. So she is hugging Krishna. Famous picture of Krishna. Radharani is hugging at the neck of Krishna. There's pastimes. Anyhow, this is one of the. Thank you for coming. Please you want to have a chair? Thank you. Have a chair if you would like to sit on the chairs. Someone can. There is chair there. Please, the chair is empty. Can you see it from here? Can you see it from? It's okay? Okay. So see, right now we are going through Govardhan Parikrama. So this is the Manasi Ganga, Dangati, then Sankarshan Kund will come on the way. Govind Kund, famous Govind Kund, where Madhavendra Puri performed tapasya. And this is where Krishna came with a milk, pot of milk to give to Madhavendra Puri. Because Madhavendra Puri was a sannyasi who would not beg. Whoever came, gave it to him, that's what he would eat. So he was sitting and chanting on the bank of this Govinda Kund, and the Krishna little boy came with a milk. And Krishna says, here, my mother has sent this milk, take this milk. You are not eating anything, you're going to die here. So Krishna said, Madhavendra Puri said, how do you know that I haven't eaten? Well, Krishna says, all the ladies are going to fetch the water from the well. In the villages, you see, they don't have like we have here every day in the bathroom and everywhere hot water and cold water, right? In villages, they don't have like that. They go to fetch the water from the well. Even at present, if you go there, you will see the ladies are carrying 2-3 parts of water on their head. Bring the water from the well. So Krishna said, I see all the ladies are going to fetch the water and they are seeing you sitting here. So my mother has brought this milk, please take this milk. Krishna came as a cowherd boy. He didn't reveal himself. So Madhavendra Puri is drinking that milk given by Krishna. Imagine, Krishna gave the milk. How tasty it must be. Madhavendra Puri is relishing that milk drinking. And the same cowherd boy comes in the dream at night to Madhavendra Puri and says that I am buried here somewhere, please help me, get me out. So Madhavendra Puri next day, when he wakes up, he takes all the Brajbasis and take the deities. They go to the same place where Krishna had told. He goes and he finds the deities. And that deity he is installing is called Gopala deity, which is installed on the top of the Govardhan. And that deity is now in Srinathji, Jaipur. That deity is in Jaipur. I am not in Jaipur, in Srinathji, in Rajasthan. That deity is that deity. So that deity is the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampraday's deity, Madhavendra Puri. But now the Vallabhacharya Sampradaya people, they worship their deity in Srinathji, in Rajasthan. They worship very opulently there. So that's the original deity. This is Surabhi Kund. This is after the Krishna, the Indra. Indra got angry because Krishna had everything offered to Govardhan. The cow. We all know Govardhan Puja, right? We celebrate every day in our temple, Govardhan Puja celebration. So this is Govardhan, this is after, right? Krishna took everything which was going to be performed, the yajna to please Indra. But Krishna said, no, give everything to Govardhan. And Govardhan Puja, that's what we celebrate. But after the Govardhan Puja, what happened? Because the yajna was performed to go to please Govardhan, not to go to Indra, so he sent a rain. Indra wanted, devastated everything. Indra was pride. How the pride brings pride in the heart will do anything. Krishna, Indra wanted to kill even Krishna. Krishna is his boss. Krishna is Indra's boss, and Indra wants to kill Krishna. And all his associates, his eternal associates, Brajbasis are eternal associates of Krishna. And wants to kill them. This is the pride. So Krishna wanted to break his pride. So he lifted Govardhan hill for 7 days and 7 nights with the tent. Right? You all hear this pastime. So after that, Indra realized, and Indra is coming with Airavat, elephant, you say, with water, and with a Surabhi cow. Surabhi cow in the front, because Krishna doesn't even care for Indra. But Indra, Brihaspati, his spiritual master, told Indra that you come with the cow, you keep the cow in the front and you stay behind, because Krishna will be attracted to look at the cow. He'll be attracted to the Surabhi cow. Then he will notice you. So he brought the Surabhi cow with him. And after that he did the Abhishek of Krishna. And from there Krishna was known as a Govinda. From there onward Krishna was known. So this is the pastime. This is a Surabhi Kund. This is there today. So if it is said that if you have committed offenses at the feet of the Vaishnava, then go to the Surabhi Kund, take a bath and pray to ask for the forgiveness of the committed offense at the feet of the Vaishnava. This is the Surabhi Kund, beautiful Kund. Sorry, 1 o'clock. Then of course, Uddhava Kund, beautiful place. This is the parikrama. Now this is the Radha Kund parikrama, internal parikrama because Radha Kund has so many temples around. Raghunath Das Goswami's Samadhi right on the Radha Kund. You must have probably have seen it. Darshan. This is Janava Baitak, Janava Mata, the wife of consort of. Whose concert is this? Anybody? Nityananda. She was sitting on the bank of the Radha Kund and chanting Hare Krishna, her private place. Radha Govindev deity. This is not the original deity because oh my gosh, if I continue, I'm not going to reach to my pastime. Anyhow, but the deities were because Muslims are always attacking. So the Radha Govindev was in Vrindavan, right? Krishna's great grandson Bhajanab had installed 5 or 6 main deities. Govindev, Keshavadev, Baladev, Haridev, and Vrindadevi. See? So because Muslims were attacking, they had to transfer the deities. To transfer the deities, they had to transfer by the bullock cart. At that time, there were no, cars available. No car by bullock cart. So on the bullock cart, on the way from Vrindavan, they were transferring Vrindadevi and Govindev. So they had to stop because they are transferring by the bullock cart. Bullock cart can take only certain kilometer. Jai Sri Panch. Do you all want to come this side? Because deity is in the back. You all want to? Do you all want to come this way here? Come here. All of you who are sitting in the back so that you don't have your back towards the deity. And the chairs are available. If you cannot sit on the floor, please take a chair. Please have it on the chairs. Please. Sit here so you can look at it. Sit here. Please, here. Wherever you like. So on the way they brought the Govindev. Where is the Govindev now? Jaipur. So on the way they had to stop. So this is a Pratibhu Murti. Because the Govindev stopped here, so they established some deity, same deity, but it's not original deity. So this is at Radha Kund, the Radha Govindev. 3 Goswami Samadhi. This is Radha Kund is a very secret place where you find everything. Panch Pandava, 5 Pandavas in the form of trees, they are residing there because they want to notice the pastimes of Radha Krishna. Chaitanya Baitak, where Lord Chaitanya, when he came, he sat on the bank of the Radha Kund and chanting. This is the place. Radha Madan Mohan Temple, Radha Gopinath Temple, these are all famous temples. Kundaleshwar Mahadev, Radha Krishna Temple. So this is the Radha Kund. Of course, this is the bank of the Radha Kund where Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wrote what? Chaitanya Charitamrita. On the bank of the Radha Kund he wrote. Because Raghunath Das Goswami was in Jagannath Puri and he was there. So Jagannath, every day they would sit, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami, they sit on the bank and Raghunath Das Goswami would talk about Lord Chaitanya, or Chaitanya's pastimes. And Lord Chaitanya would, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he was 80 years old, but he wrote down Chaitanya. And this is the same Chaitanya Charitamrita Srila Prabhupada has given us in the 17 volumes. See. From Radha Kund we go to Dig. On the way when we talk to Chakleshwar Mahadev, there are 4 Mahadevs in the 4 directions of the Braj who are protecting Braj. Chakleshwar Mahadev, Bhuteshwar Mahadev, Gopeshwar Mahadev and Kameshwar Mahadev. These are 4 main Mahadevs. So this is one of the Chakleshwar Mahadev. There is a whole pastime. This is where Sanatana Goswami used to perform tapasya. And Lord Shiva, Chakleshwar Mahadev, Lord Shiva and Sanatana Goswami, they were very close close to each other. So here on the bank of the Manasi Ganga, Chakleshwar Mahadev and Sanatana Goswami, they would sit together and they would talk the pastime, because Lord Shiva is interested. Lord Shiva is the Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambhu, is the greatest devotee of Krishna, of Ram. So he wants to hear the pastimes. So they were here, but there were mosquitoes were bothering. There are a lot of mosquitoes. Nothing new, right? So mosquitoes were bothering the Sanatana Goswami said, I have to leave this place, I cannot stay here. He said to Mahadev ji, Chakleshwar Mahadev, there's too many mosquitoes, it's disturbing my bhajan. So Chakleshwar Mahadev didn't want him to go, so he said, I will drive away the mosquitoes from here. So he driven away all the mosquitoes from there. So even at present, at that place, there are no mosquitoes. Because Chakleshwar Mahadev wanted to have the association of Sanatana Goswami, great personality. So Sanatana Goswami Bhajan Kutir is there. Dig. And from Dig we go to Badrinath. Now you say, what do you mean Badrinath? Badrinath is in Himalayas. No, this is the original Adi Badri. This is the original Badrinath. Krishna manifested himself. When they wanted Brajvasis, because Nanda Maharaj and Jasoda, they had performed tapasya, they were worshipping Badri Narayan to have Krishna as their son. So after Krishna appeared to them, they wanted to go to Badrinath in Himalayas to have a darshan and pray. But Krishna said, you don't have to go in Himalayas so far. You don't have to go there. I'm here, everything is here. So he manifested Badrinath. So Badrinath is there, Kedarnath is there, Haridwar is there, Rishikesh, everything is there. See, you will see here. This is the Badrinath Parikrama. You see, Trikut Parvat, Lakshman Jula usually where you go see. Huh? Where you see Lakshmi Jula usually? In Rishikesh. Right? Here is there. Lakshman Jula, Triveni Sangam, 3 river meeting is there. Haridwar, Halki Ped is there. Naranaran Parvat is there. Dev Sarovar is there. Yogamaya deity is there. Temple is there. So everything is there. These are the deities in the middle. These are self-manifested deity of Badrinath. Adi Badri. Narayan, Uddhavaji, self-manifested deity, and on the there is also Rameshwaram there, deity of the Rameshwaram, Mahadev, Rameshwaram Mahadev, which is who worshipped Ram at Treta Yuga to build the bridge, right? So that Rameshwaram, the Mahadev is here. These are the Trikut Parvat, 3 Parvats meeting together, meeting at one place. Lakshman Jula, this is Lakshman Jula. See, deity is there. Triveni Sangam, 3 rivers meeting is there. And Narayan Parvat is there, where Narayan Rishi performing tapasya. Dev Sarovar is a beautiful Sarovar, nice pastime, but time is limited. Yogamaya. In the material world, which Maya is acting on us? Mahamaya. Right? So we pray to Yogamaya. Right? Now from Badrinath we go to Kamyavan. And on the way to Kamyavan we stop at Kedarnath. Now Kedarnath is there. You don't have to go in the Himalayas. Kedarnath is there. On the top of the hill is a Kedarnath. Devotees are walking on the top. This is self-manifested deity of Shivaji. See? I have time, I'll be able to finish, complete. On the way, we go to Charan. This is the Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna used to herd the cows, 900,000 cows and all the cow herd. Now he brings all the cows in the morning to herd, and the cows are grazing in the field, just like you have here cows grazing right in the field. And Krishna would play around with the boys. He doesn't do anything, he just plays with the boys. But at the night he has to bring back the cows. How can he bring back, how can he gather all the cows together? That many cows. So he would go on the top of the hill and would play the flute. When he plays the flute, the stone melts and get his lotus feet. And it is said that Krishna's each raga, there are 7 notes. He has 8 notes. And each note has specific purpose. So one of the note is which he plays the flute, then each cow hears the name of their names. Each cow has a names. And when he plays the flute, the cow is hearing her name, so she knows that Krishna is calling. So they all cows in the evening get together. And he brings back to Nandagaon, to his home. Like that. So when he playing the flute, it is a footprint. So you can have a darshan of the footprint even at present. There's a top of the hill, you go and steps and that's. This is the Gaya Kund. Gaya Kund is usually, people go to Bihar, Gaya for what? To perform Shraddha. So you can go here. Here Balram, Nanda Maharaj performed Shraddha for his forefathers. Here he came. So the original Gaya Kund, this is where you can perform Shraddha. And people do that. See? So you can see many things are there. Everything is here in Braj. And they have still kept it. Now when we go to Kamyavan, we do the internal parikrama inside, because there are so many places to visit. And we go to, this is the Radha Gopinath temple, and this is Radha Madan Mohanji. This is the Vrinda Devi, original Vrinda Devi, which was Krishna's great grandson installed. Krishna's great grandson 5,000 years ago. This is the original Vrinda Devi, is still there. Vrinda Devi, when they were moving the Vrinda Devi and Radha Govind Dev from Vrindavan to Rajasthan, Vrinda Devi did not want to leave Braj. Because she wants to perform the pastimes. This is one of the concert, and this wants to help in the pastime of Radha Krishna. So she did not want to leave. So her bullock cart would not move. They tried so much to move, but would not move. So Vrinda Devi stayed there in Kamyavan, and of course Govinda went to Jaipur. So this is the original Vrinda, and this is because Govinda also stayed. That's why there is a Govinda. Is still there, Pratibhumurti. So this is, you can have darshan of that. Kameshwar Mahadev, one of the 4 Mahadev, Kameshwar Mahadev. Kamvan, fulfill all your desires. So when you are in Kamvan, be careful. Whatever desire you have, Krishna will fulfill. See? So today I was going to talk about this Pancha Pandav temple, Dharmakund. That's what I was going to talk in detail. So we go to Mahabharata. But let me go through this Kamyavan and then we will come back here and we'll talk about the pastime. We have a time, we will complete the pastime. Bimal Kund, most beautiful Kund. This is this Kund is Kund by the ashru, by the what do you call it in English? Tears flowing from the Bimal, King Bimal had I think 10,000 daughters. I don't remember. And they all were married to, there is whole pastime about it, but we don't have time. So Krishna married to them and they were playing, and they out of ashru, in the happiness, they were crying happy tears were flowing and the kund filled up, that is Bimal Kund, by the tears, filled up by the tears of these ladies. Beautiful, beautiful kund. Our devotees swim like anything when they are in the Bimal Kund. Jump from the top from the top of the building and they take a bath in this beautiful kund. Jasoda Kund, this is also where Krishna fulfilled all the desires of all the Brajvasis. So he performed the pastimes of Ram. Because Krishna would say to gopis, I was also a Ram. So gopis say, you talk too much. If you're really Ram, then show the pastime, show us. See? So Krishna would be in the form of Ram. He would show. Setu Bandhan, see the bridge where Ram had built the bridge between to Lanka? That bridge is there. Rameshwaram is there where Lanka is also there. Because Krishna showed all the pastimes, his pastime is the Lord Ram. Even he showed the pastime of Lord Nrsimhadev. And this is exterior parikrama, this is the Pislini Sila, which is the Krishna herd his cows, but what he does with the cowherd boys, he plays around. So this is like you have for the children you have that, what do you call the sliding call? That's what you call? So this is also Krishna and Balram, they would, all the cowherd boys slide. So this is our parikrama devotees also slide. The same sliding place. Balram's footprint, you can, because when Krishna was here, Krishna killed the Vyamasura demon. There is a Vyamasura's cave is there on the top of the hill. And when Vyamasura and Krishna were fighting, the whole earth was shaking. So Balram, with his footprint, he had to stop shaking the earth. And at that time they got the footprint. So Balram footprint is still there for the darshan. This is the Vyamasura. This is our devotees are in the cave, inside on the top of the hill. They are just discussing. They are going on the top, see? Top of the hill they are going. In the cave here. In the cave there. This is the Vyamasura. Krishna is having fight with this big demon. He was stealing all the cowherd boys and he had hidden in this cave and covered the cave with a stone so they can't come out. So this is the Bhojan Thali. This is the place you can find the thali, plate, where Krishna, Balram and cowherd boys, they brought the lunch, but they would put the lunch in the thali and eat, having the breakfast there, lunch there. They have lunch there here. So our devotees also, we also have a breakfast there in the morning. We offer all the food in this thali. This is the original thali, and we offer the food. Hare Krishna. The Bhojan's thali, where we also have a breakfast there. The same place where Krishna, Balram, all the cowherd boys. So come when we go to Barsana, which is we will go tomorrow onward. But today I thought we talk the pastimes of this Pancha Pandava, because that will interest you. Otherwise, because many things I will say is not going to stay in the heart, in the brain all the time, right? To come there. So this Pancha Pandava is the place where Pandavas, while they were in exile, they stayed in this forest while they were in exile. And and Pandavas, they would discuss they would always meet all these sadhus and they would discuss the path, they would hear Yudhishthira Maharaj was the most, of course, all the Pandavas were very close to Krishna and they were very dear to Krishna. They were very devoted to Krishna. Right? So they would hear the pastimes from different rishis. So they would discuss. So one time they were there, and one Brahmana, he was perform. Brahmana, what Brahman do in the forest? They perform the yajna, and they just live simple life. But to fire for the yajna to fire, he had 2 sticks, aranya sticks it called, which when you rub with each other, then it sparks, and it fire. He doesn't matches. He used that, yeah? And he would make a fire, and he would do the yajna. And after that, he would hang those 2 sticks connected with a rope on the tree, because they don't have any big building. They just live under a tree, not hut. So what happened is that one deer came, and deer has antlers. Antlers called, right? You call antlers. So deer came, and those sticks with the rope, with the stick, stuck in the antlers of this deer. And deer ran away with those 2 sticks. Now Brahman was in anxiety because he has to perform the yajna every day. So you think, how am I going to do yajna now tomorrow? Deer came and took away my sticks, aranya sticks. So then Yudhishthira Maharaj and Brahmana, Yudhishthira Maharaj, they are Kshatriya, king. So they are approaching Yudhishthira Maharaj, this Brahman is approaching the Yudhishthira Maharaj and say, please help me. This deer has taken away my sticks, please help me. Get those sticks, please, otherwise I'm in anxiety. How am I going to perform the yajna tomorrow? So Yudhishthira Maharaj, being the king, being the devotee of he worshipped Brahmana, so he and his brothers, they are going, running, chasing the deer. Now remember here, you're talking about the 5 Pandavas. Arjun, greatest warrior. With his bow and arrow, he can shoot. He can cover the whole sky with his bow and arrow. And imagine Bhima. Bhima can fight with so many elephants. 10,000 elephants he can fight with. That strong Bhima with his club. And here they are 5 brothers are chasing the deer, and they are trying to shoot deer. They cannot do it. See? They couldn't do it. So finally they are chasing and they couldn't do it. And finally deer disappeared. And in the antlers those sticks are there. See? So Yudhishthira Maharaj, and they were in anxiety. Because imagine, this is the 5 Pandavas warrior, and they are the greatest warrior, and here they cannot they can't even, chase the deer. See? So Nakula asking, they were completely devastated. That what is this? How we cannot do this? It's a simple deer, we cannot catch it. And bring the sticks, give it to the Brahmana. Brahmana has given us this responsibility. So Nakula asked question, O king, how is it that we have failed? Never before have been obstructed in achieving our virtuous objectives. We never obstructed this. How is that we cannot catch deer, simple deer? This is the answer of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Now remember, when Yudhishthira Maharaj is answering, this is most important to hear. Yudhishthira Maharaj is not an ordinary person, he is a Chakravarti Samrat. After the battle of Kurukshetra, he was ruling whole this planet, he was ruling from Hastinapur. Whole this planet was Bharatvarsh. Right now is Bharatvarsh, little bit, India, modern India. But whole planet was Bharatvarsh. So this Chakravarti Samrat, this Maharaj, my dear brother, there is no limit to misery, and the root cause of a particular suffering is impossible for an ordinary person to ascertain. Suffering and prosperity are certainly awarded by the Lord of Justice, Yamraj, according to one's virtuous and sinful acts. Just how we have been put into this disgraceful position, however, is beyond my power to understand. So Pandavas are condemning themselves, and all of them thought, it is surely because of our passively at the time when we lost our kingdom and Draupadi was dragged into assembly of Kurus that we are experiencing this present embarrassment. We are embarrassment present we are experiencing because Draupadi was disrobed, we couldn't do anything. So this is what we are getting the result of this. That's what Yudhishthira Maharaj thing. Then of course they were so tired, they were thirsty. They were thirsty. And Yudhishthira Maharaj said, I am thirsty, otherwise I will leave my body. Please, Nakula, he is telling his brother Nakula, please go on the top of the tree and see if there is any lake nearby. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling to Nakula, so Nakula is going top of the tree and he see on the far distance there are beautiful trees around and there is a beautiful crystal clear lake he sees. So Nakula is saying to Yudhishthira, I see there is a one little bit distant, there is a lake. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling Nakula, go with a quiver. In the quiver you keep the arrows, right? So go with the quiver, bring the water from there. I'm thirsty. Please go and bring the water from there for me. So Nakula is going there to the lake. And as soon as he is about to start to drink water, the voice comes from the sky. And the voice is saying that you cannot drink here without my permission. This lake belongs to me. Only if you are able to answer my questions will I allow you to take any water. But Nakula is so thirsty, he disregards this warning. Because Pandavas say, what? Lake belongs who? Lake doesn't belong to someone else. It's a public property. He's thinking that way. And of course he is thirsty. So he's drinking water without he's disregarding the warning of the voice coming from the sky. And after drinking water, he fell down dead on the shore. He's died. So Nakula doesn't come back to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj in anxiety now. So he sends his brother, his Sahadev. He's telling Sahadev, please go find out what happened to Nakula. He hasn't brought the water yet. He didn't return, so please go. So Sahadev arrives at the lake, and what he sees? He saw his dead brother Nakula on the bank of that lake. So he became overwhelmed with intense grief. But of course Sahadev was also thirsty, so he thought, let me first drink water. So he is approaching the lake and is about to take the water, drink the water, and the voice comes from the sky. He said, you cannot touch this water because this lake belongs to me. Only if you answer my questions will I give you permission to drink. Sahadev also ignore this warning. And as you take little sip of water, he fell down dead. So Nakula is gone, Sahadev is gone. And don't return. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, finally he is very upset, he's in anxiety. These are his brothers who are from the Madri. Madri's sons are Nakula and Sahadev, and Kunti's son are Yudhishthira Maharaj, Arjun and Bhima, and of course Karna. Of course, but Karna is not here. So then Yudhishthira Maharaj sends to Arjun, and Arjun with his bow and arrow and with sword, he comes to this lake. And he comes, he sees his two brothers dead. Nakula and Sahadev. See? Arjun quickly strung his bow and arrow and is about to shoot the arrow in the sky. Where, and the voice comes from the sky. But at the same time, Arjun is so thirsty, so he thought, let me drink water first. So he is about to drink water, and the voice comes from the sky, same said, you cannot touch this water, for this lake belongs to me. Only if you answer my questions, then you can drink the water. Arjun ignores it. Arjun wants to say wherever this voice is coming from, he's shooting the arrow and he wants to shoot. He wants to cover a whole sky with these arrows and kill that voice. Wherever it's coming, hiding that person who's coming. So the voice says that, then voice came and said, I dare you to visibly come here and forbid me. Do so, I shall give you my answer in the form of deadly arrows. This is Arjun is saying. So Arjun took a bow and arrow, then the voice is telling, you don't waste your time and energy and arrow in this way. This voice is telling to Arjun. You can only drink the water after answering my questions. And if you do not comply, then you will die just like your two brothers are dead. Arjun says disregard this warning and drinks the water, and he is dead. Nakula is gone, Sahadev is gone, Arjun is gone. So finally Yudhishthira Maharaj sends, Yudhishthira Maharaj is in anxiety, he sends Bhima. And Bhima with his club, searching for his three brothers. And as searching, came to the lake, and he finds his three brothers dead, lying there. And Bhima is about to prepare to fight. Bhima is thinking this must be a work of some Rakshasas or from Yakshas. So in order to prepare to fight, Bhima first approached the water to quench his thirst. And again this voice came from the sky that, do not drink this water, this lake belongs to me. I will only allow you to quench your thirst, first you answer my question. However, Bhima, without even bothering to reply, Bhima drank some water, and as soon as he did, he fell down dead on the ground. So, Yudhishthira Maharaj is all four brothers are dead, lying on the lake. Yudhishthira Maharaj now only left, and he's wondering what's happening. His four brothers didn't come. So finally, Yudhishthira Maharaj comes. He said he's searching for him. So while he's searching for him, now imagine, Yudhishthira Maharaj he's a patient. He's not like his Bhima and Arjun to start fighting just like that. He's very patient, very intelligent, think. So on the way he's thinking, while he's walking on the path to find his brothers, he's thinking that, is this forest under the influence of some magic spell? Some magic spell is going on in this forest? Is it possible that my brother could not find any water, and so they have wandered off further in order to search for some? While speculating this, Yudhishthira Maharaj came to the shore of this beautiful lake, and there he saw his brothers lying on the ground dead. So his worst fears confirmed. The king began to shed tears, profusely tears, because his four brothers are dead. And Yudhishthira Maharaj is thinking that how is it possible that Arjun could die? Because he says that he's thinking that all the great demigods had assured me that my brother will conquer over all my enemies, and will allow me to regain my kingdom. Yudhishthira Maharaj thinking that way. So how is that possible that my brother here Arjun is killed? Arjun is dead. How is that possible? He is in a ocean of grief. Then he is thinking that is it possible? Then he is trying to find the footprints. If some enemy has killed, probably but he couldn't find the footprints either of the enemies. Couldn't find. Then he thought probably this is the plan of Duryodhana. Duryodhana only wanted to kill, right? But he said, maybe, or might be this water which is poisoned. Thank you. So he is checking whether the water is poison. But if the water is poison, if you drink, then what happens? Their face will become pale. So he sees the faces of his brothers and says, no, it is not like that. Their faces are still not pale, so it cannot be a poison. So while he is thinking of that, he thought, let me first drink the water. I am thirsty. I have to quench my thirst. So he's coming, he's about to drink the water, and at that time the voice came from the sky and said, since this lake belongs to me, you cannot drink the water without first answering my questions. If you ignore this warning, and if you drink this water, then you will be the fifth corpse lying on the ground. You will be the fifth one. See? And the voice is saying, I am a crane. I am a crane who lives in this lake. And it is I who killed your brothers. Imagine the crane bird. So Yudhishthira Maharaj replied, please disclose your real identity. I cannot believe that my heroic brothers can be killed just by the mere bird, crane. It's not possible. Please reveal me your real identity, who you are. I think Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying that I think you must be one of the principal demigods. Please, who are you? Please tell me. You are not a bird. The voice responds, I'm actually yakshas. Yakshas are the deity who guards places. Yakshas are personalities who are helpful. They are not, they help. So yakshas are deity who guard the places, or treasurer. This is what they guard. So I'm one of the yakshas, and who has taken a form of a crane. So then suddenly he saw the big, huge crane standing on the one lake, standing in that lake. Dazzling, effulgent crane roared like a thunder and informed Yudhishthira, O king, this lake belongs to me. Because your brothers have ignored my warnings by drinking the water without my permission, I killed them. Now you must first of all answer my questions, then you can do as you like. Yudhishthira Maharaj, very intelligent personality, he said, I do not desire this water, I do not desire to drink this water because it is someone else's property, it's not my property. This is the humbleness of the Yudhishthira Maharaj. Other brothers didn't care, ignored. Here he is saying this property belongs to you, how can I drink water? See. And then he says, Yudhishthira Maharaj said, still you have, if you so desire, then I shall answer your questions of my own volitions. So now this is where we're going to have a different questions. This Yaksha is asking to this Yudhishthira Maharaj. And there are so many questions, but I took some of the questions which is this Yaksha is asking to Yudhishthira Maharaj. The first question is, and we will do some back and forth if you guess what could be answer. First question is, who is the really helpful companion? This is the first. Who is really helpful companion? Mind? Good guess. Huh? Paramatma. Yes, that's true. Yudhishthira Maharaj answer is, steady intelligence can save from all dangers. What is nectar? Second question. Yudhishthira Maharaj asks, milk is like a nectar. Huh? Milk is a nectar. Milk is like a nectar. That's what Yudhishthira Maharaj is answering. Third question, what is the best of all possessions? Knowledge is the one's most valuable asset. For what reasons friends abandon? For what reasons friends will abandon you? What are the reasons?
For what reason friends will abandon you?
Yes. Any guess?
When you die.
Well, yeah, but this is during while you are alive.
Money.
Yes, you are in the right direction.
When you're broke.
Hmm?
When you're broke.
When you are broke, that's also true. Lust and greed. Lust and greed, that one abandon well wishers. Lust and greed abundance, right? Okay. What is the only food? Milk from the cow.
What is the question?
What is the only food? Because from the milk you can make ghee, from the ghee you perform sacrifice, by sacrifice the rain comes, and rain there is a grains and the vegetables. Then so many other questions. I mean, time is limited now, 15 minutes. What is the king of knowledge? You all know that. From the 9th chapter, come on, what is the king of knowledge? Pertaining to the Supreme Person of Godhead. That's the king, right? Guhyatamam. Krishna, 9th chapter. King of all knowledge is Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's, about Krishna. What is the best bath? What is the best bath? Bathing, bathing. Every day we bathe in the morning. But what is the best bath? Wash the mind clean of all impurities. Then, okay. Okay, this is one. Who is truly happy? Yes, that's true. Detached. Huh? Free from all desires. Yeah.
Someone who has stopped seeking?
Huh?
Someone who has stopped seeking?
Yes, that's true.
Someone who's ignorant.
Who is ignorant? Yes, that's true. He is also happy out of ignorance. This is what Dishri Maharaj says. One who cooks his own food, who has no debt, debt, right? He doesn't owe money or anything. And one who doesn't have to leave home in order to earn livelihood is actually happy. And this is the main question. 5 minutes. What is the most wonderful thing? Yes. This is what we're going to carry home tonight when we go home. And then one more thing we carry home when, think about it. What is the most wonderful thing here, Yaksha? This is the Yudhishthira Maharaj's answer. Even though every day one sees that countless living entities are dying, still he thinks and acts as if he will remain here forever. I will die, but I'm not going to die. I'm still young. Old people, let the old folks go, but I'm still young. I'm going to live.
It'll never happen to me.
So this is the most wonderful thing. We think that way. We don't think of the death. And that's why Hare Krishna people, they talk about the death. Then people think Hare Krishna people talk nothing about, just the only thing they talk about the death. Right?
Fatalists.
Yeah, fatalist, right. But it's a reality. People don't want to talk about the death because they fear. Most fearful people in the world, most people are fear of death. People fear, they don't want to talk about it. But devotees, what is the devotee's fear? Devotee's fear of the death, what is devotee's fear? Question might be raised, what devotee fearful of?
Forget about Krishna.
Yes. So that is most. And this is the, okay, I'm going to go, this is the last question because we want a question answer for next. This is the question. What is the news? Every day we want to go on the Facebook or we want to go on the news media and say, what is the news today? So what is the news today? In the material world. Yes? That's true. This is the news in material world. Here, Yudhishthira Maharaj. He says that the material world is full of ignorance, can be compared to a frying pan. Material world is full of ignorance, like a frying pan. And the sun is like a fire. You have a frying pan, sun is like a fire, and days and night is like a fuel. Right? Frying pan is there, sun is a fire, and days and night is passing by, is like a fuel. Keep giving the fuel to the frying pan. Passing seasons is like a ladle. In the frying pan, you're cooking something in a ladle. And the time is the cook, who is frying all living creatures in that pan, in the frying pan. Time is the cook, Krishna, Krishna's energy. Time I am. refuse in material. This is the real news of what is happening in this miserable material world. This is the answer of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Okay, so I thought I can share this pastime, so take something home. Any questions? And tomorrow, on Sunday, we will talk. We will carry all the list of the time, and we'll talk one more pastime. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. I have to tell you, I'm sorry. Yes, this is what happened. That's important. Thank you for reminding me. So what happened is that, yes, Yaksha was happy by answer all the questions by the Yudhishthira Maharaj. And actually Yaksha congratulated Yudhishthira Maharaj. And then he said that you choose one brother. From all these 4 brothers, I will make one brother alive. So Yudhishthira Maharaj selected Nakula. So the Yaksha is asking question, why you choose Nakula? Only one brother? The battle is going to happen and you need a Bhima or Arjuna to fight. Why you chose Nakula? But Yudhishthira Maharaj very intelligent. He said, no. When one gives up virtue, then it is he himself who is actually lost. See how the Yudhishthira Maharaj is so virtuous personality. He said the highest virtue is to never give a pain to others. I selected Nakula so that both Madri and Kunti would have living sons. See? Yaksha congratulated Yudhishthira Maharaj and said that he chose Nakula alive and rewarded, and he said, I'm very happy, so I'm going to revive all your 4 brothers. So all the 4 brothers came back to life, and their hunger and thirst was already mitigated. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj asking, Yaksha, what is your real identity? Please tell me who. Yaksha, tell me your real identity. These brothers of mine are practically invincible. Yet you have overwhelmed them with your own god-like powers. Yaksha replied, O king, actually I am your father, Dharma, the lord of the religious principle. It was I who, in the form of a deer, stolen Brahmana's wooden sticks so that we would eventually meet. So we can meet. As Lord of Dharma, I am a personification of fame, truthfulness, control over senses, humility, determination, and so on, he is saying to them. Since I am pleased with your staunch devotion to religious principle, I shall grant any wish you want. Any desire you want, I grant you. Please ask me. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was so intelligent, he asked 3 boons from Dharmaraj. First he said, I request that please give back those wooden sticks to this Brahmana place. First thing you do that. So the Brahman can be happy and he perform his sacrifice. See how Yudhishthira Maharaj is so pursuing the Brahmana, he said. Second, he requested that they have to go on the exile for last 1 year, they have to be incognito. So give me the boon that we Pandavas not recognized by anyone during their final year of exile. Because if they are recognized, then what's going to happen? They will have to go another 14 years in exile, according to the arrangement. So that's the second one. So Dharmaraj, he assured that you all will not be identified, will not be known. And finally he is requested, please, I may be conquered over lust, anger and greed, because lust, greed and anger are the, Bhagavad Gita says, are the enemies taking to where? Taking to hell. So please help me to conquer over may conquer lust, greed, hunger. And that I may be devoted with charity, austerity and truthfulness. Dharmaraj replied, you already possess all these things. And you will certainly continue doing this. So these are this way the Pandavas, this was. Thank you, Mataji, for replying. Any questions? Yes.
Today we came from Batura to Kalaban.
Mm-hmm.
And how far is that and how long does it take to walk? How many days?
Yeah, because from there we go to Adipatri, which is from there to Dig. I mean, a present distance 20 and then another 15, 35, and then another 30, so around 65, 70 kilometers.
And how many days? You have 4 days in Radhakund, right? So
Yeah, but after that from Radhakund we walk to Dig 1 day and 2 days in Badrinath and come 4 or 5 days to go to Kamyavan. Anyhow, you have to understand that this Braj is like a lotus, as you see in the first why it's stuck here. It's like a lotus. And according to Krishna's desire, lotus can bloom or lotus can come closer. See? Because Krishna herding the cows going from Nandagaon to Kamyavan, at present distance, at the present time, the distance from Nandagaon to Kamyavan, go herding the cows, bringing morning, it would take 3 hours according to present timing. So you mean Krishna is going to walk with the 900 cows, 3 hours to herd the cows, and then 3 hours of coming back? No, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can do anything. So what he can do, he can bring the petals of the lotus closer whenever he wants. Yes, Prabhu. Sorry?
you said that Yudhishthira said we're happy when we cook our own food.
Well, that you have to ask him. I don't have an answer for that. Because the person who is cooking, he doesn't have to depend on the wife or the husband, right? He has his own little kitchen and cook khichdi and don't bother about it. Sadhus are happy, right? If you go in Vrindavan, sadhus are happy. They have their own little hut and they have their own little, burner. Right? Cook little khichdi and sabji, whatever. Huh? Sorry? Right. Right. Sorry? Healthy, yes. Yeah. You also know what you want to put into it. Sorry? Yes. You're cooking and you're offering to the Lord with that consciousness. Yes, Prabhu.
Also, if you have the blessed from Krishna, you can hear the flute
Mm-hmm.
inside.
Yes.
He's cooking your own food.
Mm. That's true. Any other question? Yes, Prabhu. Go ahead.
Yeah, how many kroshas or how many kilometers is it the whole
Uh, between 250 and 300 approximately.
So roughly 25, oh, 10 kilometers per day.
Approximately, but it's also depend on, we have a whole schedule worked out for a whole month, which says on this day you'll be here, on this day you'll be here, like that. So sometimes distance stands, sometimes 12, sometimes 15, sometimes 20. In one or two places is 25. So it's like that, different. But you don't feel it because you are walking with 1,000 devotees, so you just keep walking, chanting, dancing. Any other question?
Where do we go tomorrow? Or on Sunday?
Sunday we will be going from Kamyavan to all other forest. So see, we have still left. We cover Madhuban, Talvan, Kumudvan, Bahulavan, Kamyavan. We're gonna go to Vrindavan. Vrindavan means not Vrindavan village, but we're gonna go to Vrindavan forest, also include Nandagaon, Barsana, Govardhan hill. Then we go there. Then we're gonna go to Khadirvan. And from after Khadirvan, we're gonna cross the Jamuna and we're gonna other side. The Jamuna crossing other side, we'll go to the 5 forests, which is Bhadravan, Bhandirvan, Bilvavan, Lohavan and Mahavan. We'll cover all those forests, all those last 7 forests on Sunday. We'll go through and we will take one major pastime in the Madhuban, and which is I can tell you that pastime of the fruit lady. You all have heard of pastime, right? Must have read it. Fruit lady came, bring the fruits to Krishna. We'll talk about that pastimes. It's in detail by the commentary, with the commentary of the Acharyas. We'll talk about that. Any other question?
That was Bandiravan?
Yeah, there's Bhadravan, Bhandirvan, Lohavan, Bilvavan. Bilvavan is the bell one where Lakshmi is performing tapasya at present. You will see there is a Lakshmi temple, Lakshmi Devi. Yes, Mansarovar, Bilvavan. See that Bilvavan, bell one, Bilvavan is there. Above the Mansarovar. And then Lohavan, and last one is Mahavan. Okay. Any questions? It's prasadam. I think all your hunger has to be taken care of first. Okay. Thank you again for everybody for participating, and hopefully you will want to come on Sunday to hear complete. Thank you. Hare Krishna.